Well, today we've come to see Ali. Hi Ali, you alright?
How are you doing? Okay?
Fantastic. So do you want to take me through your t-shirts?
Right, okay. So this one here, this is Bob Dylan and Van Morrison, and I saw, I think it was around about October 1998, which was, I think it was about 9 years. I had about a 9-year gap between seeing my last band, which funnily enough was Nirvana.
Right.
In '89 at the Riverside. So I went to see Bob Dylan. I've always been a big Dylan fan, and I didn't realise Van Morrison was supporting them when I bought the ticket. It was Dylan that I wanted to see, and I got there nice and early, so I could actually get right down at the front. And I spent about an hour waiting for them to come on stage. I didn't dare move because I would have lost my spot, so I was absolutely choking for a drink, and I went and had brilliant. I mean, Dylan was absolutely superb, and I stood the whole gig about 15 feet away from the great man, you know. Morrison was, as you would expect Van Morrison to be, rather miserable. Dylan was positively talkative throughout. I mean, we actually engaged with the audience, which was online. I went to see him a couple of years later, around about 2000, 2001, on his Greatest Hits tour. And he didn't have any support acts. He came on at 7:30, and that was him through till 10:30. It was great, absolutely fantastic gig. Really worth it. And of course, he did all the classics as well. You know,
yeah, what a great lineup to have, and you've got the t-shirt.
Definitely, so, definitely. Well, it's 23 years old, this one, so it's a bit tatty. My daughter ended up with it, and she used to wear it as her pajama top, and then
it's very rock and roll.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay. So we're just going on the back of the t-shirt there. We just haven't seen where the tour dates took us.
Yeah. The days of the Telly West Arena.
Yeah, I remember that place.
So this one here, the Motorhead one, I went to see Motorhead in, it must have been 2003, I think this one was. And they were on with an all-female rock band from Sweden, and I can't remember the name of the band. And the Wild Hearts. It was the first time I'd seen the Wild Hearts, and they were absolutely awesome. But obviously we were right down at the front as well, so you had all that wall of sound coming at you.
They're notoriously loud.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you must have come away with your ears ringing.
Yeah, yeah. I'm actually thinking about it now. Actually, I think I might have seen one other band. I think I went to see. I saw Motorhead at the. What the one called now, the Gate.
The Mayfair.
The Mayfair.
Yeah, that was a classic venue. Yeah.
And I think they were on with Radiator and Group Dog Drill.
Right.
The Mayfair gig, they opened up with Bomber because they just heard the air raid siren going, and then it just went nuts. This one they opened up with Motorhead. Yeah. And you just heard it was just dark, and then you just heard the dung 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 dung, you know, and it just went absolutely. Well, I went with my daughter. Yeah. Because the T-shirt is actually my daughter's T-shirt.
Right.
I bought for her. But again, it's absolutely superb gig, and I mean Lemmy was on full, good form. Phil Campbell, who I think is an absolutely terrifically underrated guitarist, and Mickey D, who's an absolutely phenomenal drummer.
Yeah, certainly is.
Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. Always enjoyed going to see Motorhead.
How many times have you seen them?
About 10, I think.
Wow.
10 or 11.
And you still can hear things.
Just about. Funnily enough, I never saw the classic lineup.
No.
I saw them. I think I saw them once with when they had Wurzel, when they were a 4-piece. Yeah. With Wurzel, and then after that, it's always been with Lemmy, Phil Campbell, and Mickey D. But
we'll check the back of this and see the print on the back. Of course, the Ace, the classic Ace. Yeah. Born to lose, live to win.
That's right.
Fantastic. Classic logo, this one, eh?
It is, yeah. Okay, so back in 1982, I first was introduced to Twisted Sister. I'd seen this mountain of hair looking particularly aggressive on the front of Sounds magazine, and I was they had this EP out called Rough Cuts. So I bought the Rough Cuts EP, and it was just like absolutely brilliant. And it was all the tongue-in-cheek stuff. They did a version of Leader of the Pack on it, and it was absolutely brilliant, real sort of tongue-in-cheek. Now I quite like that because I like humour, and they clearly didn't take themselves seriously, and they were kind of anti-authority, all that sort of stuff. So they kind of became my band. I was the only person in school who'd ever heard of them, and I literally bought every single thing that they did. I would go around record fairs, I'd buy the bootleg tapes, I would go to posters, any snippets of things, and I had them plastered all over my bedroom wall. And they were supposed to support Diamond Head on the Borrowed Time tour. And Secret Records went bust, so they never went, and I was absolutely devastated. Because Diamond Head were good, but they were supported by Tank. I still went to see them. But, but I lived in Scarborough at the time, so I couldn't get round. I couldn't get there. I never got a chance to see them, really, So then Alice Cooper was doing a tour with Twisted Sister as co-headliners. Actually, they did a more of a headline set than a support set. They were on for about an hour and a half. And I went with my two daughters in 2005, and as soon as they started up with What You Don't Know, which was the one they opened up every gig with, I left the girls and I just ran down the front and became a 15-year-old again. I absolutely no hair, So I was down at the front, head banging away, and it was just absolutely fantastic.
Great.
I remember Dee Snider looking down at me and just saying, bang your heads, it doesn't matter if your hair's not down to your ass like it used to be, as long as you still think it is, and he was looking directly at me when he said it, and it was absolutely amazing.
Great.
So I did that, and obviously I'm the favourite band ever of all time, and I went to follow them all on Facebook and stuff like that, and Mark Mendoza actually liked one of my comments a few weeks ago, so
brilliant.
He's now my new best friend.
Oh, that's fantastic. And this is the other t-shirt,
and this is the other one, Alice
from
Cooper.
The same gig.
I've always been a massive Alice Cooper fan. I just love the sort of theatrics of it, and so I bought the t-shirt for my daughter Melanie.
Yeah, it's a little bit faded, this one, isn't it?
She wears this a lot, and it's it's just the whole spectacle stage show of Alice.
Yeah, we'll check the dates on the back as well. Massive tour by the look of it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but he was brilliant. I mean, absolutely unbelievably good. The whole, because the songs all fit in to the theatrics of it, you see this kind of descent into hell and madness and stuff like that, and it was brilliant. It really was.
Oh, fantastic!
Fantastic. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, great.
Yeah, really enjoyed that band.
So we're continuing Tales from the Moshing Line. What we've got here, Ali?
So this one here is from December 2018, Def Leppard. I can't remember which tour it is actually. I can't remember what the tour's called. It's got Rock Brigade 2018 tour on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was an anniversary tour or something like that. Might have been the sort of 40th anniversary of the band or something like that. But I've always been a big Def Leppard fan. I saw the first record I ever bought off of them was Photograph. And I've liked them ever since. And then when obviously Hysteria and Pyromania and all that came out, it was just I just really liked the band. I like the sound. I like
the sound of their own, didn't they?
They're a great band. And you get your money's worth with them as well when you go.
Where did you see them at?
The Arena.
Oh, the Arena.
Saw them at the Arena. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, when I was growing up, I kind of lived in Cyprus and I lived in Scarborough, so it was quite difficult to get to see bands, especially if they were on during midweek and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to go up to sort of Newcastle City Hall and then try and get back to Scarborough for school the next day. You couldn't really do that. So
you're trekking over the moors at midnight.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's absolutely no way my mother and father would have given us a lift over there. So what I used to do was have to come up and I'd go and stay at my auntie's. So I was kind of restricted really to either weekends or school holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the ticket prices and it was like Scorpions £3.50. and you look at the prices now. I mean, we went to see the Scorpions in, was it 2009 or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And it was like, you know, 30 quid a ticket, you know, and you think, wow.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable.
the tickets from the 80s especially, that's you know, that's so cheap to see a band when you think, but
it was great, but they were fantastic. You know. And they had the lighting just right as well, because you could see everything that was on the stage. You could see, you know, you could see Rick Allen. You know, you could see them all. Phil Collin, the whole lot. They were great, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, big show. Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's have a quick look at the back of it, just to see the back print. Yeah, forgot about Rock Brigade 2 in 2018. Now this is a famous logo.
Yeah.
Right. What's the story behind
so this one here? I went to see Kiss in 2019 with Your Good Self.
Yeah. The farewell tour.
There was a farewell tour, which is why I went to see them. I was never a massive. I didn't dislike them, but I was never really a massive Kiss fan.
Yeah.
Growing up, but they're sort of one of those bands, you know, a bit like the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, bands like that you've got to go and see.
Yeah.
You know. I went to see them. I saw the price of the T-shirts there.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, Gene Simmons is worth what, $350-400 million. I'm not spending the 30 quid on a T-shirt for that. So anyway, Sharon had sort of, my wife, as they were selling genuine Kiss T-shirts in George, so unfortunately that's what that is, and that was one to the gig. That was one.
Yeah.
You know, so it is.
So we're going to Asda now before a gig.
We're going to Asda for the gig T-shirts now. Aye.
Fantastic.
But they were brilliant, absolutely superb.
Yeah, the stage show was very good. The introductions when they first came on, it was like out of this world, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they were absolutely superb.
And whether you like the music or not, it was what a spectacle.
But they play some great rock and roll. You know, they do.
Yeah, they did.
Really enjoyed the gig. And they don't take themselves massively seriously.
No.
You know, and I do kind of like that. And I kind of like them as well because there's the Twisted Sister link to them as well.
Yeah.
From when they first started with JJ French and Wicked Lester before they became Kiss. You know, that was the link. So, but they were brilliant, really good. Well worth it. If you ever get a chance to go and see them, boys and girls, go and see Kiss.
Yeah, you can even put the makeup on before you go to the concerts
you can. And not feel daft.
Just look like these guys. Right, Ali, we're on to the final T-shirt. So what have we got here?
Right, so this is my current band of the moment that I listen to quite a lot, and that's the Wild Hearts. And I first saw them going back down to 2003 to the Motorhead gig.
Yeah.
And I really liked the stuff that they were doing. So I went out the next day and I bought. I'm trying to think of the Wild Hearts Must Be Destroyed. I think it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely superb album. They've got everything they've ever done. Great live band. Get your money's worth. They play the new stuff and they play the hits as well. You know.
Yeah.
Stuff and I like that as well. You know, I don't like going to gigs and listen to just all new stuff. And maybe a couple of the old ones. I like a nice mixture.
Yeah.
And these guys do it in spades, and they're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And they've got pretty much the original lineup back together now as well.
Yeah.
And Ginger's a South Shields boy as well, so
he's like local to your area.
He is. Yeah. In fact, I saw him. Trying to think when I saw him. It must have been a couple of years ago. Boxing Day. I was going out for a beer with a couple of mates, or a couple of days after Boxing Day, and he was walking across Tyne Dock Metro Station like that. And you can't miss him, you know.
Yeah.
But he's also a good friend of my niece's boyfriend. So they were brilliant. And this, of course, this one here glows in the dark as well.
Oh right, I noticed the bright. It's really nice in there. Under the sun and the sun.
These I think are going to be the next band we go and see. Well, I think we've got
Wild Hearts
for these in. Is it November?
Gigs.
It's February, isn't it?
And, when the bands are coming back.
The Darkness we've got tickets for.
Yeah.
The Darkness.
Yeah, I like the green writing on that T-shirt.
That's great. That's really good. Yeah, I've got a little beanie hat as well.
Yeah.
Goes with it.
So that's a great collection of T-shirts and some great memories. no doubt we'll be able to add to it in the future. There's some more space there on your moshing line. Yeah, so thanks very much, Ali, for spending time telling me about your memories and your t-shirts and your gigs. Okay?
Thank you. Cheers.
Right, see you, bye-bye.
Bye. See you later.